How much of a focused effort was put on, in this game specifically, to drive the basketball? Because you only had 11 three-point attempts compared to their 25 in the second half. Basically, all the points created off of drives.
Yeah, watching a lot of film of them, we noticed their tendencies, and they love to block shots. They love to really crowd the paint when you attack it. So that was our number one goal: get there and then drive and kick. We're not going to score a lot of baskets over their length. That's what they want you to do. They want you to drive and take difficult shots over their length. So I thought we did a great job of getting to the lane and then finding guys like Tom, finding guys to make shots outside.
Bryce, how does it feel to beat them after what happened last year in Chicago?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Heard a lot this week about trying to keep it competitive, so I'm glad we did that.
Aaron, you weren't there last year for the loss in Chicago. How did you think of your first look at Kentucky?
I obviously wasn't there last year, but I just tried to help come out and bring energy. So basically, the same thing that happened last year won't happen again.
Bryce, there were a couple moments that stick out to us watching it. And Isaac throwing it off the guy's back and Prince Ali's dunk. At what point did you guys start to feel confidence that you were starting to dominate this game?
Well, we were confident going in. We knew that nobody in the world thought we were going to win this game going in, but we did. As a group, we definitely thought we were going to come in here and protect our place. And as soon as we started the game, we started the game out and started well. We were ahead after that first 4-minute game, and then we started to break it open a little bit. And then, we never really let it get under 9 points. So pretty much that whole second half, we were pretty confident that we were going to keep it going.
Thomas, can you put a percentage on how much better you are than you were at the end of last season? And also, how much did team maturity, you think had to do with this win tonight? I mean, they had a lot of good young players. You had a lot of experience.
I mean, I'm just trying to work hard. I'm not really sure for percentage-wise of what to give you for that one. But, I mean, I think these guys help me make me that much better by finding me in places where I can make shots. And so they make my life a lot easier. And what was the second part of the question, the maturity?
Maturity, you're playing a real young team. You guys have some experience on your team. How much did that play into it?
I think it was huge. I think to start the year, we weren't great at all defensively, and the coaches really were on us for the past couple weeks, just focusing on locking in on defense in the transition game. And yeah, that's what we were focusing on going into this, and I think we understand that if you can play defense, you can win games. So that's what we try to focus on tonight.
Bryce, did you sense that you guys had an advantage in the post, and could you kind of feed the ball to Thomas and to Tony to take advantage of that?
Yeah, I mean, we have confidence. I have confidence that I have the two best post players in the country, and so every single game, that's what we got to do. As guards, we know that we have an advantage inside pretty much every single night, even against a front court like they had. So we have confidence in our big guys, and we give them the ball, and they do what they do, and that's makes it a lot easier for us.
Bryce, you've been here 3 years now. Where does this win? How does it compare to some of the other ones since you've been here?
Obviously, anytime you can beat a number one team in the country like Kentucky, it's a UCLA Kentucky game. It doesn't really get much better than that when you talk about college basketball. So it's pretty much at the top. Obviously, it's a huge win for us, and it's definitely something that we needed. After some struggles early in the season, we needed to get one like this and to get it rolling.
Bryce, were we all wrong to think you had no chance? Do you think like you surprised a lot of people?
Yeah. Yeah, 87-77. I would say we kept it pretty competitive.
Bryce and Thomas, can you talk about the atmosphere out there? It hasn't been electric like this in a long time. You had a lot of great alumni legends out there, and the student body was here supporting you. Is this a good way of getting things rolling again with the student body and the alumni?
Yeah, Prince Ali goes down the lane and dunks on somebody, and I'm trying to look at Prince, and in the background I see Baron Davis just going absolutely nuts. And there's not too many places that you can have people doing that, that are that caliber of players that are back and enjoying watching us play. And I know for me individually and speaking on behalf of the team, we really, really enjoy that. And the fans were absolutely incredible tonight, and we couldn't have won the game without them.
Thomas, it looked like you were just a lot stronger than everyone on Kentucky's front line. Did you feel that you had that advantage as the game continued and went on?
I think so, yeah. I think the post game is just a game of angles and just trying to control the position down there. So that's what I was trying to focus on doing, just holding down the paint and helping get to the win.
Aaron, you out-rebounded every Kentucky big tonight. Can you talk a little bit about how your game has grown over the year?
First game, I didn't do too well, so after that, I just came out and I just tried to come out and prove myself basically every game, and I didn't know I had that many rebounds, but I just do whatever to help my team win.
Bryce, you guys had been played a lot of zone the last year, and that had been a big part of your defense. You played a lot of man tonight, almost always. Why do you think you guys played that much man? I know it was working, but what went into that decision, do you think?
Well, our man was like a zone tonight, and any good man-to-man defense should look like a zone. We packed it in, and we wanted them to shoot jump shots, which is what you want out of a zone when you play a zone. So our man-to-man defense was like a zone, like I said, and that's what we wanted to do, and we wanted to keep the ball out of the paint. So it really didn't matter what defense we were in. We had our goals, and that's what we did.
Bryce, you touched on this, but for Aaron and Tom, what was your advantage of Ali's dunk, and how much of a boost was that for you guys?
That was incredible. Just seeing him go down the lane, he does it in practice like every day, but seeing it actually in the game against the #1 team, that was incredible. And that gave us a lot of energy. The crowd got into it. Obviously, Baron Davis was into it. So that gave us a lot of energy to help us keep playing hard.
Yeah, like what Aaron said, he's just unbelievably athletic. It's coming at one point, and just going to go in there and just throw one down. So, I guess I kind of knew it was coming, obviously, because he's so athletic. Eventually, it's going to happen one time or another. But, yeah, it was a huge energy boost for us, I thought.